Hoil party. We're back.
I've been waiting to hear the
You put that
introduction on this
at the start of the video, yeah? I want this at the start. You get me, yeah? Before the intro kicks in, I want this to... Hoil party.
Hoil party.
Yes.
We're back.
Summer's back.
Summer's back.
Yeah.
We'll come to save summer stores.
Wow, you know what we're talking about when you see the sunshine and the melanin and the Hoil. It's back, bruv. You get me?
27th of May.
I will be there.
Yeah.
I don't even go out, but I will be there.
They
Oh
are.
my God, I need to wear my shiny suits now. Oh my God.
Yeah?
Wear your
saying?
best suits. Now's the time to shoot your shot.
Make sure that you're ready.
Yeah. I think this actually would be the best time. You look like we're on. Yeah, come. Yeah,
Wear your best suit.
Get me.
I don't
Keep an eye on the socials. Yeah, we're gonna release tickets very soon, like literally within the next week.
Yeah,
yeah. So just keep an eye on the socials. And we're back still. We're back with a bang as well.
Come on.
So yeah, whole party, man.
Hi,
Make sure you're there. Hi. HoilBoys, episode 65, live from London Podcast Studios.
Hi.
I don't know if you can see already. I don't know where the camera's gone right now, but currently there's 2 HoilBoys in the studio.
Bro,
The big hitters though, don't worry. The big hitters.
But I can't like, John might as well be a HoilBoy at this rate, man. I can't lie to you, but you should actually have shares in this thing, you know.
We have this conversation every single time I come in. You might as well be a HoilBoy.
Yeah,
Cool, next time. You might as well be.
You know what, yeah? I think everyone needs to independently, privately vote, for which HoilBoy has to suffer,
Put it in the comments as well. I think we should.
Yeah, as well. Yeah. So basically, John Share, has to come out of which HoilBoy. You don't put in the comments. You know what I mean?
Which HoilBoy are you replacing with John?
Yeah, man.
Who would you guys replace?
You see me,
How the chat would go. Hey.
I have 2 candidates. I have 2 candidates.
I was messaging about outside the chat. I don't want to say it in the chat. But you might.
Don't tell him I don't want to say it, but...
Don't tell him I said that.
Nah, but in the studio today, who have we got, man?
Jeez.
Who we got?
It's going to
start with you, bro.
Oh, yeah, shooting it. Sorry, okay, fair enough. I'm Charlie Mace. Hi.
Charlie!
You can't even do it.
I know, it's me.
I'm not going to say it because everyone, people actually think, people actually see me outside and they ask, what's your problem with dudes? And I'm like, wait, what? Like, there's no beef, but like, but then they're like, the way I get onto him, they're like, oh, you must not like him. I said, no, he looks for my trouble. And I give it to him and I'm the bad guy. This is a prime example.
I don't look for it.
So we can have a good day today.
It's the clips. There's a lot of the clips, they clip the part when you're attacking.
So you know what's mad as well, You know what's mad as well, Like, I just want everyone to know I'm not a victim,
Come on, light up your team, bruv. My Jamaican brother, come on.
You guys take it.
Stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself.
No, but you know what it is, Someone came up to me, I was like, Danky Sounds. Some guys just said, you need to stop letting Charlie bully you.
Imagine.
Really?
You know the ones I was like, what?
You know what it is,
In my head, I was
it's
thinking...
the wording. It's like, I have to act bad to you to prove I'm not.
Yeah, you know what it is?
I'm not
Guys, it's actually banter. Like, it's banter, innit? Like
It's all love.
realistically, man can't get bullied on camera. It's ridiculous.
In the gym, bro, I had a Jamaican trapper come in the gym, and he was like, bruv, I watch you man's thing. I'm thinking, wait, you're saying a good thing, but your face is angry. I was like, oh, thanks. He's like, but I can't lie to you. I'm not here for all the naked banana though. Nah, man, get off. Nah, man, fact.
Dude sent him to you.
No, I respect that though. Hey, the Caribbeans. Hey, come on. We got Charlie in the studio. Yeah, I'm here, Dubes.
Jeez, dingy wingy dubs. Duracell damaging, deceptive, destructive, degrading.
You know what's mad though? Duracell.
So many D's.
No, Duracell is not a bad thing.
Yeah, it's not. You're not a bad person. You got good and bad. So
No, but how can he call you?
It depends on the flip you want to do.
But how can he call you degrading? That's crazy.
Listen,
Because he can be a degrading fellow
That's
sometimes.
crazy.
Let's not forget dumpling.
Okay, Jamaican. Yeah. Of course.
Look how many does without the dumpling.
No, you know what? You might have to drop the dumpling thing still.
Why? You like dumpling though?
Lately, I've been suffering from body dysmorphia, man.
Bush.
What's that got to do with dumpling?
Don't mind him.
Nah, because dumplings just remind me of weight, innit? You get me? Like, I just feel like he's calling me a dumpling.
You're being insensitive of people that actually suffer from that.
Bro, I actually
smiling?
Come on. Body positivity here.
Bro, be my thing, I've been looking in the mirror recently, yeah. I'm thinking, bro, like, you're getting kind of big still, your belly, though. Hanging over the trousers and that, though. Don't zoom in, though.
That's it then. Yeah, but we just stop lacking and drink more water and train.
Nah, I drink bare water, bro. You know what it is? It's the alcohol in the pod, man. I need to stop drinking every week, man.
Is it?
Honestly.
But if it's only
From
the
next
alcohol
week,
in the
from
pod,
next
then you'll be fine. You must be drinking outside the pod as well.
Nah, bro. Every week, though. Drinking every week is crazy.
Yeah.
When you actually deep it.
One glass is calm, bro.
It's not one glass.
Then that's
You
evil
not
then.
saw the mix he was doing.
Before the pod, on the pod.
No, because you know what? The chat on the pod, yeah, before the pod, the stuff that you miss. It's crazy still. But yeah, in the studio today,
Hey.
we got basically the sixth man.
Yeah, the sixth man.
Sixth man, you get me?
Ultimate friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Nah, man. Cousin of the show, even at this rate.
Honestly,
cousin of the show.
related.
Related, yeah, man.
Wait, so if it's 5 now, that means set a man up.
Someone is getting dropped, bro, for you,
That's
bro.
what you mean.
Bruh.
But yeah, man, we got 4 boy in the building.
Love, appreciate you.
We're in the, what you saying? What's that you're wearing right now, brother?
Cool. Hockey jersey. Yeah, a little
Good.
capsule. I made this one for myself. People started asking for it.
I hear it.
So I started pushing up. So if you want one, hit me up. It's a custom one. We'll say whatever you want on the front, whatever you want on the back, and whatever number you want on the side. And yeah, get to you in like 2 weeks.
But what name? Because you haven't even told them your name for the
Yeah, quickly,
Oh,
like,
so just hit me up on Insta for HKNY.
oh yeah, what's this? What's this thing quickly?
The brand as well, HKNY, Hackney Central. Something that I push, a little platform, music platform.
Am I a fraud if I get one and I'm not from Hackney?
You can make it say whatever you want. So
Oh, swear?
we'll get into your thing and you can.
Okay, sick.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, whatever
that's
you
what I thought. I sound like it, but I'm not from Hackney.
No, my boy got one. His one says Peckham and it says Southside on the back. My other one says
Oh, nice.
Boy says Newham and it says Newham on the back. I'm saying so it can be whatever you want. I chose this because obviously that's where I'm from, my brand, and then not on that type of time.
I really like how you rep like your ends though. I really like it.
Love it, man. Love it.
Come on, man.
So whatever you wanted to say, number on the side as well.
He's like he gives me like the UK's Bryson Tiller.
You're tripping.
I might even say I'm tripping. Man, you definitely Bryson. Yeah.
You're lucky Wallace the hair. You would have been singing How You Gonna Act Like That right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Tyrese and that.
Then I would actually prefer the Tyrese ones over the
Really?
Bryson Tiller.
Oh, yeah.
Over Bryson Tiller, yeah. Because Tyrese is like, okay, you can say Tyrese is almost like
Fair.
something. Bryson Tiller is too new though. It's too new for you to be saying, oh, Bryson Tiller.
No, but as in his swag. You know what I mean?
So you know how someone says, oh, you're doing a Chris Brown thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you're like Chris Brown, but he's got like a whole aesthetic.
Yeah.
Tyrese has his own one.
Does he?
Dark.
That guy's a crab. He's the walking meme.
The meme has taken over slightly.
really in it.
Yeah, it's really still.
Yeah.
But Bryson Tiller's not taking over though.
His music's good.
Yeah.
Amazing. I can't not
And he has a
shake.
look.
Yeah.
Okay, you're praying him proper.
I'm a fan of him, yeah.
That's it then.
Am I less of a man because I'm a fan of somebody? Damn.
Through the accent. That's it.
Cool.
Yeah.
We're in the building today. As you can hear, there's another voice.
Come on.
There's another voice still.
Oily.
Might be sweet on your ears right now, you get me?
Sorry, kill me.
Yeah?
I'm told I have a nice voice though.
Come on, loud of your team. I'm doing your team.
I think it's a nice voice. It's like, So in the building today, we've got a big time.
Big time, you know.
Wow.
Big time, yeah?
Big time.
Founder.
First of a kind.
CEO.
Come on, get
Years in this thing. Let me just say that. Let me throw that in there. Years in this.
Yeah?
man.
Years in this thing. Yeah? Been on this stuff before all of you lot. Yeah? One of the pioneers. Yeah?
If not the pioneer, boy.
Stuck to her
Of
guns.
the UK female gaming industry in the UK.
Guys.
Yeah?
Black female
One of the
gaming.
biggest.
Black, yeah,
Oh,
man.
black
Yeah, man.
female
Black
gaming.
female as well, bruv.
Thanks,
Advocate
guys.
from the beginning.
Introduce yourself. Come on. Let's hear the voice. Introduce yourself.
Thank you so much, guys. So Stephanie, it's your girl, CEO and founder of an award-winning now. Come on.
Of what?
Award-winning.
Award-winning, okay.
I have to get used to it. It's still very, very new to me. But
At this point, post up the pictures you posted up with the award. That picture.
Oh, that's easy.
That picture hilarious. Like, oh, that's hilarious.
CEO and founder of one of UK's leading platforms, Saga, which is a gaming and media organisation, which is focusing on championing diversity and inclusion, representation, equity within the gaming space. And we've been doing it over 8 years.
Mad.
Which is a very long time. We just celebrated our 8th year anniversary last month. And it's been a very crazy journey. I didn't think I'd still be here, but I think, don't want to get too religious, but
get as religious as possible.
Yeah, but honestly, it's God. It's really, really God. I was running away from my purpose a very long time ago, and he was just like, literally, nobody's doing what you're doing. You're helping so many people, and it's a particular niche. And when you're in that, run with it. And as long as you lead and walk with him, he's got you. And here I am. And it's been an incredible journey. It's not been easy, especially as a Black woman in a very white male dominated space.
Oh, we're going to get into that. We'll get into
the tea, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be here. Thank you guys for having me.
Oh, thank you for coming.
Funny one.
Of mine. Pardon?
There's Saga.
So there's Saga. Outside of Saga, I am CEO and co-founder of UK's, probably maybe globally, but UK's first Black-owned gaming marketing.
Come on,
Ion Agency. And then other than that, I have another gaming events platform called Gamer Girls Night In, GGNI, that I co-produce with my long-term friend. And it's crazy. Like, I didn't think I could, make this an established businesses. But again, when when God gives you your purpose, run with it and hold it tight. And as long as, you're helping people and impacting people, which is what I do, big believer of impact over numbers, which is a saying that I've held upon since the beginning of time. And, it's really allowed me to do what I do. So, thank you.
Love that, man. Higher. Honestly,
after hearing that, it makes sense why the man them are saying what they're saying.
About what?
Like, hash not on any. You know what I mean? Because you're just so
busy for that.
Like, you're just too.
I'm very busy.
I ain't got no qualifications to approach her. I can't approach her still.
Do you see that, like, if someone approaches you, you see that they're kind of intimidated sometimes?
Oh, absolutely. I didn't see it at first because I'm not somebody who's like, I have this, so you have to be da-da-da-da-da. Obviously, now that I'm like very deep in the game, pun intended, and I'm very...
Jesus.
I'm very... Like, I'm a very, like, what I do is not a serious... It's not a like a small thing. Like, it's... I run businesses, like I run empires. So it's like, the type of men that do approach me or don't approach me is because they're intimidated quite a lot. And my mum used to say this all the time, and I didn't listen to her until like I see it, and it's not my fault, but it's like, it kind of cuts the weed out.
I want to stop you there, because I don't want to get too deep into that, because we're going to get into that later, innit?
Okay, cool.
But obviously, usually, at the start of our shows, I don't know if you've seen it, you do mental health checks. So I'm going to start with John over there. How's your mental this week? So we did out of 10.
Love that.
Dubs is on points tonight. I wonder why. Normally he's sleeping.
Really?
Yeah, normally he's all over the place, but today he's on points. I wonder why.
I've been using facial stuff like that. I don't know if my skin's glowing on this camera.
No, it's glowing.
Well,
it's glowing, yeah?
You look like you had a face.
Whoa, nigga.
That is on you, bro.
I said facial products. You said facial.
Yeah, and there's different types of facial. Get your head out of the car, bro.
Wow.
Nah, say no more. What facials are you doing?
Fuck.
You said there's different type of facials. What facials do you... Sorry. Mental health. How's your mental?
I'm a 6. I'm a 6. Normally, I've noticed normally when I come here, I say like a 7.
Yeah. It was kind of a bit lower than usual.
It is. The work is piling in it. And the work has recently just obviously piled on as well. So it's like, cool. Last year was supposed to be a work hard year. This year is supposed to be a bit more fun, but I've realised that the work's not done in it. So,
but that could be a good thing though, bro.
No, it's perfect. Like, I love the position I'm in, because literally, I tweeted this the other day, like, I feel like God's literally laid everything out for me. It's just for me to do it, innit?
Yeah.
And that's right there. But it's a thing where, damn, I booked motor. I booked this. cool, I'm going to have to do the overtimes. I'm going to have to really work.
Work hard, play
people
hard.
might not have to see me for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But I'm excited because I used to have this issue where it was like, I wish I could film everything myself. I can do the lighting, I can do the filming, I can do this. But now I'm in a position where I don't have to rely on anyone else.
Yeah.
It's just you. You've asked for it.
Yeah.
Do it. But it's pressure in it. But ultimately, I'm excited, but it's pressure though.
Do you feel like when the pressure's on, do you feel like you work better, or do you feel like you work better when there's no pressure?
You know what it is? I like a bit of both in it. So when the pressure's there and I've started it, it starts to make sense. Because in the beginning, like, you don't know what you need to do in it. When you start doing it, it starts to make sense. And it's like, okay, cool, the pressure's not there no more. It's just for you to do. So I like that part. But the pressure makes you work. Like when I first moved out, rent is every month in it on your birthday. It made me go and do a million things at once, and it built a new type of animal in it. So I like that, and then I like what comes after, and then I like the result in it.
Okay.
So, yeah, man, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? I hear it still. Steph, what you saying?
I was on 10. I was in Nigeria for the last 2 weeks. So I just came back yesterday and now I'm depressed. Okay. Let me not exaggerate. But it's just holiday blues. One thing for me, for my mental, I love going away and escaping. Holidays is one of my hobbies. And I love traveling. And when I'm away, I get to kind of realign with everything. Work can be very, very overwhelming, especially because the type of industry I'm in. I'm self-employed as well. So if you don't work, you don't get paid. And I have to make sure that I'm reaching a certain threshold every month. Thank God that it's come to fruition and it's,
overflowing.
But amen. Yeah. But still, it's running a business, making sure, and I'm also micromanaging as well and managing people within my team. And when you come back to that, you kind of hit reality. So I've gone from a 10 to 6, 7. And it's only just because now I have to kind of readjust to reality again. But I was a 10 for the last 10 days, if I want to count that. It was great to go back home, go back to the motherland, be able to just have a really humbling experience. We all know Nigeria and its problems and stuff like that. And again, my nature's always wanting to help. So just seeing family and being able to see where I can invest back home, being able to see where I can invest back in my family. So I've been able to do that, and I'm thankful because of the job that I do. And then seeing what I can do when I go next time. So I already started looking at flights. Okay, I need to be there in December and stuff. But
you're not going Ghana, you're going.
Yeah, for real. Charlie said something serious.
Well, it's dirty, but there's business. Yeah, it's business. But
dirty and business.
Dirty business. But
dirty business.
All in all, I'm good. Just a bit overwhelmed. Just trying to get back into work mode. As soon as I landed meetings straight away, I'm just oh God. But it is what it is. But I'm cool.
Yeah,
I'm cool.
It's good, man.
That's it, man. Being on a 10 for 10 days is not something to be taken lightly, though.
You know what I mean?
So even if you come back on the 7, it still works out.
This country's depressing.
I can't take the last person that I saw that I was on a 10 for 10 days straight.
Yeah, straight, man. When men come on and they're on the 10 next week, they'll
bro, next week, tomorrow, they're on a 5.
So what?
Life happened, bro.
Listen, this country's depressing. Any way you get a chance to go, just...
Mace. What are you saying?
Macy.
I don't know. I feel like I want I'll give it a 7.
7 out of 10? No, that's steady still.
Yeah.
You saying anything specific this week that you can shout about?
It'll probably be lower, but I have to. I'm constantly in a place of reminding myself that feelings are not 100% real. So I just gotta feel a certain way. It doesn't mean that I should allow myself to be tricked into manifesting the fake reality of how I feel.
Okay.
So I might feel like a 5. If I tell myself I'm a 5, is that progressive?
True.
If I say a 7, that isn't fully great, but it's at least better than a 5. Then it forces me to think of the stuff that's priceless and I am grateful for, even amidst all the BS that I'm probably going through.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, there's actually a lot of good things to look forward to. However, in this where I'm at currently mentally, it's just I get drained and overwhelmed a lot, man.
Yeah.
There's just a lot, and I feel like doing this freelance thing like this, like, you know what I mean? Whether it's self-employed or whatever, bro, like everyone always tells you, oh yeah, well done, man. It's like, bro, until you're up, and I'm sure even then it's only just a bit better because you still have responsibilities then, innit?
Yeah.
I mean,
Of course.
but it's like, bro, like it's draining. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's draining, and the fact that like I wouldn't trade it for the world. I say that loosely because I might just you know, but yeah, it's like things are good and things are great, but one thing I've always said, see, anxiety is a feeling I hate so much, and financial anxiety is the worst. You know what I mean? And like, you can make however much today, right? But costs and bills are going up. Like obviously, if you're a family guy like myself, you've got people that depend on you. You know what I mean? I think things can happen from anywhere, at any point, any time, and I never want to feel like, or I hate feeling like I'm helpless to someone that I care for or myself, innit? And that just sends my mental health like spiraling, innit? You know what I mean? But just I feel like one thing that I am grateful for is that it's pushed me just cling more onto God. You know what I mean?
This is it.
And it's just an important, because that shouldn't only happen when things are hard. It's a continuous thing, you know what I mean? And I feel like even when things are good, it's important to remember that even that's not you. You know what I mean? Like I read somewhere when someone said that it's funny how when things go wrong, we're quick to say, oh, it's the devil. It's the devil, Satan did it, you know what I mean? When things go right, suddenly it's me. I did it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, it's like, it's not you know what I mean? We're literally just vessels, you know what I mean? And when things go right, it's important to remember that it's not necessarily you, and it's God, and that's a better way for you remaining consistent in seeking Him, serving Him, and just allowing yourself to be the best person that He ordained for you to be. Because really and truly, no matter what plans we have for ourselves, God's plan for us is a million times better, innit? You know what I mean? So yeah, man, we thank God. 7 ain't bad.
I hear it still.
A sermon.
Man.
Me?
Dingy-wingy.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Down 1 point.
No, bro. I'm a 10, bro.
Come on!
Oh,
10, bro.
Jesus.
This week it's the week of blessings.
Amen.
Just good things happening. Just support from my family, my brethren. Do you get me? Like, I've just got good news this week. Good things are happening. Obviously, I'll tell you, man, off camera and that. But yeah, like I'm just a 10, man. I just have to be thankful for like just the place that I'm in right now. Innit? Like, I don't know if it's been like seen on camera and that, but like my energy in the previous few weeks has been a bit low. Like I've just been going through a lot of things. Like, do you get what I'm saying? And I feel like I was kind of letting it, like, you know, when you like something's affecting you, and you're kind of giving the energy off,
projecting it.
Yeah, I'm projecting the energy, and I felt like this week I kind of realized, like, yo, like the only person that's gonna change certain things for you is you, innit?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So I was just like, you just gotta go after what you want, man. And when you go after things that you want, and when things happen, and when the results happen, you can only be thankful for it.
Yeah, man.
Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I'm a 10 this week, man.
Funny you said that,
love
because
that.
I remember how you was talking in the group chat last week. It was a bit rude, but thanks for that.
Nah, you know what? It's true. On camera, I'm gonna say I apologize.
No, it's calm.
I was going
I'm
through
just trolling you
something.
anyways, man. It's calm, man.
Charlie is a troll, bro. Charlie was on me in the chat, yeah, and I was just like, bro, I wasn't finding nothing funny.
No, you know that. Deep in it now, because then I thought this guy's in a mood, innit? But then obviously hearing you now, there's a lot more context to it, innit?
Yeah.
But on that day, I'm thinking, broski, yeah? Everyone has their 24 hours, yeah? I might be in a bad mood, you might be in a bad... Don't bring your bullshit here. You got questions to come and answer them. Don't give me no stats and he's giving man, like, you know when you say the tone is dead?
Yeah.
Something cold tone. I'm like, what go for these, man?
But you know what? I will say though, in the chat though, yeah, you remember understanding as well. When I said like I can't come to the pod today because
yeah.
Man was like, yeah, they hear it, innit? So I have to. I'm saying I have to hold my hands up still. I apologize to everyone in it.
I don't know if it's like because you're here, yeah, but this is from what I'm looking. This is the most honest mental health
I love
moment
this.
that
No, but you know what it is?
though.
It's because I've been.
Yeah.
I realized what I've like the past. I would say 2 weeks. I've been. Do you get what I'm saying? And like this week, I've been on a high in it, and I've realized that I'm even looking back at like myself in it. Charlie, I don't know.
I'm happy.
No, but for real, like I realized in it, it's getting me.
I've been saying though, because obviously everyone talks about being positive and putting positive energy out in it. One thing I've realized is that to really be putting this positive energy thing out here, you have to be able to meet negativity with positivity as well. That's when you're ultimately putting positive energy out. You can't just say, I'm putting positive. If someone's negative to me, and it's like, you're negative, so I'm negative to you. That's not putting positive out, innit? So in general, it's like all actions, because I realize this when I'm at work. Like, obviously I work for TFL or whatever. One customer might come and give me energy. Then he goes, his journey's nice. I'm harboring what he and everyone else just coming asking for directions. They're getting the negative. That's not me putting positive stuff out, innit? So it's constantly able to like me whatever, let that go and still be
man.
person.
Bro.
No, I hear it still.
This is really good though, the whole mental health.
That's what we do, man. This is.
I think it's so important, especially as men.
Man.
Just to talk more and be more open and vulnerable
He
with
said
your
as me,
feelings.
one of us, yeah?
I mean, as the man, them, do you know what I mean?
Come on.
I think it shouldn't be something that is a taboo or anything. It should be like very, very normal. So big up you guys for doing this and even asking.
I see you side eyeing my man's drinks. There's a lot in it. There's a lot
And I
happening.
can't lie, when I first put, I was like, oops. But
No, you said that mix was crazy. I ain't gonna touch
I couldn't start pouring it back in on camera.
it.
Speaking of men, this week in the media, I've been seeing Chance the Rapper.
Oh, what? When it was in
He was at Carnival. What carnival was that? Was that Jamaica?
you should know.
I think it was Trinidad and Tobago. I don't know where. I don't know where it was, but
What is it? You don't know?
What? Okay, it's not even like everyone had flags or
that's
whatever,
it.
so man can know the location.
Why would I know? I was here with you, bro.
Carnival isn't part of my culture.
well, technically,
Do you go to Carnival?
Nah.
You don't go to Carnival?
I don't go
Like once or
anymore.
twice.
You don't go to Carnival?
No, what am I looking for there?
Music, isn't it?
I've got Spotify.
Yeah, but I'm saying the live aspect of the music. You get me?
I've never
There's
been.
concerts and shows. You know what it is? I don't have a problem with it. You see, that's the aspect, yeah?
What's the aspect? What aspect?
Okay. It's the aspect of I can potentially go somewhere and some stupid idiots, can be so, what's the word? Mannerless and so unruly and disruptive. Bro, no, man.
I feel like that's a small minority of people, though, man.
Yeah, of course. But anyways,
compared to the amount of people that go.
Yeah.
but because every time I've been there, I've been in very close proximity several times to that kind of BS. I'm like, bro, why am I here? Because if anything does kick off here and I get dragged in, I'm only going to blame myself because it's happened once, it's happened twice, it's happened 3 times, it's happened 4... Oh, come on, man.
Where you going?
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? But I have no problem with anyone else. If you lot go and you have a great time, I love that for you. I will live vicariously through you.
Last year was my last Monday carnival ever though. I'm never doing a Monday
Too
again.
much kids or what?
Don't they do it on 2 days?
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Sunday
Do you go
should be the
Carnival?
kids.
I've never been.
You've never been Carnival? Hey.
Like, and it's not one of those ones
He goes
where.
Carnival. He loves Carnival.
Look at
He fucking loves Carnival.
Where we linking up?
He fucking loves Carnival. What do you
We
mean?
fucking love carnival.
You go
I left Carnival
every year?
I left Carnival last year to go and make money.
Okay, well,
If you saw the
How's
look
your whole
on
life?
his face, he even turned around like, and then kept on
I
walking.
was fuming, bro. Let me even tell you my Carnival story. Before we even get to chance, bro. Yeah, I had a booking, at Carnival. I had a booking on the day of Carnival, and these men were like, "Hey, just confidence, early bit. I was gonna just link the man them and drink."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, cool. Let me link the man them." You know, when you get to them places, there's no reception,
yeah.
So we all went there together,
Okay.
Cool. There's no reception on my phone now, innit? I'm looking at the time. I'm like, oh shit. I need to start making moves to the train station, innit? I need to go back to my car, innit? Cool. I've left these, man. I've done the look back, like, because it's getting lit now,
Yeah.
Cool. I've walked for half an hour, bro. Half an hour, to the station, bro.
Yeah.
I got to the station. When I got to the station, my reception came back. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You don't even need to come right now. You know, the booking's later.
Mess up.
That is a
Mess up.
big...
Brother,
Turn around after that.
I couldn't even.
You can't.
I'm I'm gone.
You only did the look.
Yeah.
So you can't even.
I walked for half an hour to find the train station. It was a myth after that. I went home.
My best friends told me that like it's crazy when it comes to like going back to the station and stuff. Like
Absolutely myth.
Smith.
But I'm
I'd love
saying,
to go though. I actually would love to go and have a good time that I see people having.
I'll go if I'm on a float.
okay, so here's my question to you now. Because Chance he went to Carnival.
Yeah.
He's obviously a married man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he was there doing the wine with the lean back.
He was doing
the bongo jumps on the bum and that.
He was doing a lot.
Okay, so my question to you now is, could your partner, firstly, can they go Carnival? As in, do you... Obviously, they can go Carnival. Like, no one can tell anyone what to do in it. Do you have an issue with it? Whether you voice it or not, would you feel any type of way if your partner goes to Carnival, yeah? And then secondly, can they wine with someone knowing that's the Carnival culture?
See, the thing is, they can go, and the second part, it's just not even in my head. Like, I have to ignore it. Like, I know it's a possibility.
That's basically how
But if I saw that video, oh my God.
And that video is out there forever, by the way.
Because I see it is imprinted, it's like he's famous. So she's seen it, and she's seen it multiple times. She's getting the tags. She can't escape it.
But you know what? I think the saving grace, in that situation is that, bruv, it's not just with any girl. She's wearing the costume. So this is Carnival.
He's saying what his excuse would be.
This as in she technically is part of Carnival. This is the Carnival. You know what I mean?
I mean, but you didn't have to
You're not
wine
in
with
trouble,
her,
bro.
You didn't have to wine with her, though, innit?
But she whined on me and I'm coming to Carnival.
But you're leaning back, though. You're doing the Matrix on the thing,
wind
though.
on you, you're going to reciprocate.
Oh, I'm out of the whole lean back. You know what I mean? But I'm just gonna calm my ass. I'm with there, bro.
The mad part is, you know you're on camera and you're still going on.
Yeah.
That's the part that's like,
Brother, when the liquor hits you, though,
It looks worse. Yeah. Camera. Oh shit.
Yeah, that looks
worse.
his bodyguard was just there like, his bodyguard should have said like, should have stopped.
no
it.
cameras
one
or
record
something.
nothing,
Yeah.
Because he must be. I don't think the wine is his wife's problem or is the problem.
It's the fact that it's been, and the fact that it's now out there. Do you know what I mean? Maybe
They
it's a
even
thing
done
where
a slow-mo thing on it as well, isn't it? That's
See how it's
crazy.
worse?
You know the slow-mo thing was...
I saw a video where they paused and he was looking at the camera.
so even knew that was being recorded. Like,
Say on the slow... So what, can your man go Carnival?
he can go Carnival.
Can he wine at Carnival?
I don't want to see it. I mean, personally, I'm not. It's you know what it is? It's like you can go. You see what he's doing? So he can go.
He's cheek, bro.
He do the bongo thing on the barbecue.
He can go, and I mean, no, but I understand the culture. So it's one of those ones is where, as long as I don't see it and you respect me, you know that the
But
type
what's
of.
respecting you, though?
So it's one of those ones where I don't want to see you on the floor while you're like whining.
Wait,
Like,
That's the culture.
but I know that's the culture, but
I like this.
keep it at 40%.
I like this.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah.
No, you know though,
That
innit?
probably is the... I have done it.
Don't say probably. You know it's the culture. You know it's
Yeah.
right.
Though, yeah, I don't have the knees, bro. So
Fair
I,
enough.
If you had the
I
knees
can't
then.
even...
If you did though.
If I lean back, there's no way I'm getting back up, bro. It's impossible, fam.
With people breaking their ankle. I get it, it's the culture and stuff, but like, go Carnival, enjoy yourself. I know it's bound to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe what Charlie said, do it with the girl in the costume. Don't do it on one random babe.
Okay, so wait, hold on.
Don't get caught.
So hold on, hold on, hold on.
Don't get caught.
Hold on. So, my man's gone now.
Yeah,
He said, cool, I'm going Carnival.
yeah.
He was whining. Yeah. He didn't show you he was whining. He didn't like come and flaunt it in your face. He's just been bagged in a video.
A what?
Jesus.
He's just been bagged in a video. He's just so someone has been snapping.
Yeah.
And they're just filming. Your man's there. And then someone has now seen it. Oh. And they've sent it to you.
That person's a dickhead.
It's not
and they're not
grounds
gonna
to
make
dump
heaven.
him though.
Oh, so you wouldn't so you wouldn't dump him.
No,
You have to
I wouldn't
switch
dump
at the
him.
But
person.
do you have an issue? Because remember you said
I'll have an issue.
But you've said he can go.
Yeah.
and he shouldn't show you, but he's been caught in a video that's been just taken.
Well, then he should have been more like.
No, that person that showed he's a dickhead though, man.
Of course, they're all collectively dickheads, but it's not grounds to dump. Do you know what I mean? It's not grounds to
I
dump.
bet you wasn't slick enough. It happened.
But how can you not be slick? Bro, I'm at Carnival, bro.
Yeah, that unless he has got in the most respectful way. He has got his wife patterned. I don't know how you can see your phone. You can see someone filming you. And you don't care the world.
No, but what if you haven't seen the phone? Like, you know, Carnival.
Was it MD or what?
There's guys that go. There's guys that go and they don't dance at all.
Yeah, it's true.
What are you going Carnival for if he's not going to dance?
Nah, there's man that dance.
There's man who's just literally walking in. That's it.
Bro, I'm not going to a place to walk for 5 hours.
I hear it, but there's guys that do it. I'm not saying.
Wait. I don't dance at Carnival.
That's the funniest joke he says, though. he said he goes Carnival when he don't dance.
Just walks for 5
I don't
hours.
dance at Carnival. I don't dance at Carnival.
To say like the other genres I've seen in dance, I'm like vibes with the man.
The guy is shit with this. He's like,
No, he said to other genres, I vibes with the man, but I don't dance at Carnival.
I don't see dudes as like a dancer.
I don't dance, bro. I'm not whining with I'm not whining.
Have you ever whined at Carnival?
When I was a youth.
Shush, Jews.
When I was a youth.
I could answer my first question, yes or no?
No, because you're trying to... Defamation of character.
They're trying to do like technicalities.
Defamation of character.
Alright, cool.
As an adult, no, I haven't. I don't whine at Carnival.
Jews.
Have you seen my Carnival?
No, I haven't.
That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, bro. I don't whine, bro.
Why not?
I personally
So
don't.
then he's one of the
Whining
guys
is not
that
my
go-
thing anyway.
So he's one of the guys that goes to Carnival and doesn't dance.
Yeah, like whining is not my thing.
Allegedly.
No, like whining is not my thing. I can't let.
What's your thing, boy?
Bro, come on, man.
What's it class? Oh, you think them do? You want to jump from the cliff and do passa, what you do? I do? It's a whining too mediocre for me. Whining too PG. We want to dump it. We want to break it down.
That's what he calls you dumpling.
You see when Afrobeats comes on in Carnival? I'm there, bro.
Yeah.
What's that? That
Okay, fuck you.
Okay.
Fuck you. He said, what's that thing called? Footwork.
What's that thing called again? Yeah, I do that, mate. You know what I mean?
You're ridiculous, you know. Oh my god.
Nah, that's funny, man. So what you man saying? You man saying that you lot are cool with the whining thing, you just don't get bagged.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I'll be honest with you, even if it was an accident, once I've seen it, It's in my
Yeah,
brain.
that's literally it. Yeah.
I can't be mad at you, but I want to be.
Yeah.
It has to go somewhere in it. So
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'll be
Nah, I
upset.
hear it.
I understand. See, if I got bagged, I'll just firm it. But as long as we both know, you can't it's like you can't exclude me from school for this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not grounds of dumping
you
or
can't
anything.
expel me. You're just gonna be angry for me. That's fine. You know what I mean? But next week, next year, we go again. I'm just not gonna get bagged, innit?
So
I was thinking, where's this going? He's like,
you know when he was talking, I was thinking, so basically what we're saying is, you're just like, you're gonna be vexed for a little bit, but fuck it, you'll get over it.
No,
yeah.
I'll do it again.
Literally.
Deeper though. Your girl says, I'm going for one in a lifetime opportunity. Arguably, I'm gonna go to Trinidad and Tobago or wherever in it for their carnival.
Yeah.
And she goes there. Let me tell you this now. Me personally, I might not think about it. It probably won't come to mind. But I'd be lying if I said, if the thought did come to mind, I would actually think, I'm 100% sure this girl is not going to whine with someone. Like, it's carnival in a foreign country.
That's crazy though.
And the culture is so... Bro, if a guy in a flipping costume comes and whines, bro, like...
No, but them man in the costume, don't whine with no man in the costume. Them man in the costume, I don't know what they're going to waste, bro. Why your girl? Your girl don't want to come back home, bro. Yeah, them man be whining with your girl, and next video your girl's like, babe.
Yeah. I'm
it's not working.
Nah, but you know what it is?
What?
It is. I have to be fair because my thing is, she can say the same thing about man.
Yeah.
No.
If you got a wife for one of them girls in the costume, you might not go back home, bro.
No.
You have to pattern out. You have to.
No.
Listen, babe.
Bro, I will allow myself to live in the fantasy until midnight. You know what I mean? I'll be like, fam.
That's when the signal's back. Yeah.
But
Man
once
said midnight. Carnival finish at 7, you know. Man said midnight.
That's how long it takes for me to get home.
Them girls will go you on a trance, bro. You see that costume? The girls in the costume, they'll have you on a trance. Sometimes you have to just...
Them women in them, they will sell your dream, you know. They'll make you feel like you're the only man in this world, you know.
Nah.
Bro, I've seen seen a man, yeah. I seen a man go Carnival, there's man them, yeah. And next thing, I've seen him, he's by himself, following one float. There's one girl there, he's following her.
Oh my God.
He's not leaving her, bro. He's trying to get the wine. Every song, he's trying to get the wine, bro.
For hours as well.
Bro, it's peak. When you see them and they're all like, decked out in the glitz and the glam and the costume and they're just shaking it and making them look so magical. You're thinking, hey, I'm stupid, but I believe you. I believe you love me. And right now, there's
nothing in the world.
There's 10,000 niggas here in this carnival. But right now, it's only me and you, baby. It's only me and you, bro.
Oh my God.
Nah, listen, it's mad still. It's mad. Hey, listen. Have you man seen? There's a you man, you know, sorry. Have you lot seen the government? Yeah, they might introduce something that bans drivers, young drivers, from dropping their friends home.
So
How? Why?
Basically, they're saying anyone under 25 in the first year of their license, for 6 months, they can't drop their friends home.
I thought it was younger kids.
No, like they can't drop like anyone home, innit? Like
that's crazy because
they can't carry passengers under 25.
What if they're like young mothers and fathers and stuff? That's
But you know that's peak because do you not remember when you first get your license, or when you first start driving,
Yes.
Like you want to drive everyone.
Yeah, weird.
Like you just want to drive it. Yo, please, like we saying, like we're out here.
Bro,
you're driving everyone home
for the whole gang.
Outside. It doesn't even make any sense.
There must be numbers that they're seeing that we aren't seeing in terms of the amount of accidents that happen. And because of what you lot just said, kids that will go out, get drunk, want to drop all their friends home and doing a madness, innit? That must be the reason it's there.
I heard that still.
It must not be.
I don't think that's a solution though, bro, to say you're not dropping anyone under 25 home. So if you're 25, then I can drop you home.
It's probably for the same reason your insurance goes down, or insurance goes down at 25. You assume you're a lot more responsible. Because they're probably thinking about all the kids that are fresh out of uni, just partying on the weekends, driving as opposed to, they're not as responsible, innit? So after that, how long did you say it was? Only the first
6 months.
Yeah, it's just 6 months though.
6 months is a long time.
It's a very long time.
That's what they're trying to avoid. That excitement right there is what they're trying to avoid.
When I first passed my test, oh my dude, I picked up all the man. Yo, we're getting creams.
Yeah. Do you know how many Tinseltown? Do you remember how many creams?
Was you in the car?
You outside.
Was you in the car, bro? I was trying to drive up a hill, Please, I was finished. I was a terrible driver, bro. I got my car, and I was trying to drive up a hill, bro.
Yeah.
And then obviously it was like a traffic light on the hill, innit? So then I stopped, and then I had to go up the hill now. But I was trying to pull off in third gear, bro.
Oh, dare.
I was like,
and he's questioning it. And he's questioning this new rule, bro.
So that rule, that applies to you. That applies to you.
oh my God.
That's why.
What about him in the car? The car's not going out. Oh, what's going on? I drive the car, bro.
That must have been scary.
It was so mad,
I can't.
I think the only sense... Go on, sorry.
No, I was just saying. Go on.
I think the only sense it makes is that, it's like, especially when you are burst, it's safer, even though you shouldn't be drinking and driving, but we will do it. It's safer to leave the mulch and go straight home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Increase your chances of a crash when you're dropping you home, then you home, and then you don't have to go home.
Do you know what's so mad? Even with that, so usually it's around 2012, 2013.
What happened?
Obviously, after our motive, when we used to like going to the uni motives or whatever, we'd always nap. Like the driver would always nap before we left the motive, innit?
That makes sense.
One time we're like, yo, this is Mao, innit? I'm like, drive, man. Drive, we're in hearts.
HD, bro. Like, terrible crash.
He was like, nah, man, let's nap. I'm like, no, like, let's drive.
He napped though. No, I'm not.
For a bit.
I'm not gonna let him get away with it. He napped for maybe he had like an hour in it. He had an hour to rest up. You get me? Just charge up the batteries a little piece.
Bear in mind, we've been up all day in it. Cool. We're driving from Hearts back to Ends, innit? I'm sitting in the back middle. Yeah. My boy Tex on my side. Yeah. Mark's here. You're in the.
No, I was in the back.
You're in the back.
I said to them, man, listen. As soon as we get in this car, I'm sleeping. I'm not sitting in the front.
Just because
I'm not sitting in the front because I want to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mark decided he wanted to sit in the front with Mile, innit? Yeah. So I'm like, cool. If you sit in the front, you have to stay awake.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Cool. Where did we get? We got to.
Bro, we got through the whole motorway. Yeah. We're in Hackney now.
Okay.
Everyone's there. I remember this year. So I'm sitting in the middle back in it. Yeah. So I wake up here. Look, check my phone. Cool, I'll go back to sleep. Let's go. boom. I go forward. I clocked. When I looked, everyone was sleeping. I didn't clock. Because you know when you like wake up and you're like mid-sleep?
Yeah.
Boom, went to the back of our bus, innit?
Oh my God.
Everyone just woke up, smoke from the front of the whip. My boy texted,
Oh, yeah. I know.
cow. Jumped out the car, we ran to the side. Smoke out the front. We got through the whole motorway, fine. It's that last
little bit.
5 minutes.
I think maybe because you lot were in ends, it's now like, okay, I'm in ends now. I can rush to get back home. So I think that was that kind of
that last part.
Blame HD, man.
Nah, bro, but that shit happens bad, but my crash, bro. Like literally,
Why everyone's
same thing. Like literally, it was just me and my boy, and I thought, alright, cool. I'm waved, he's waved, but obviously I'm thinking he's not that way where he can't drive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So alright, cool. I'm gonna stay awake. 8:13, I stayed awake the whole way through. Like my eyes were tired, innit? Cool. Finally get off and I'm like, alright, cool, you know what? We're off the main hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cool. Driving like literally like less than 5 minutes from my house. No, like so when I decided to close my eyes, just rest it was like, let's say 7 minutes away, innit?
Yeah.
It's like, cool. I can afford to sleep now, but I'm just gonna wake up in 5 minutes. I close my eyes, yeah, bro. I started sleeping in it.
This is great.
And I kid you not, yeah. In my head, I was like, this guy ain't woken me up yet, man. It doesn't take this long to get home. And I'm pretty sure, like, you know what I mean? Next time I opened my eyes, I was in the hospital. My family was around me. My brother, my sisters, the man them who asked my left. I figured, why is everyone here? They said he was in a car crash, he went into a coma, crashed into a bus. And literally, it's so mad. I stayed awake with him the whole trip now.
Yeah.
Bro, like I go past where man crashed every day, bro. You know what I mean? And the last bit is that because I was asleep, his eyes just closed. Yeah. Drifted into the next lane. A bus was coming and he crashed head on to a bus at 60, innit? And then I wasn't wearing a seatbelt, but luckily my seat was all the way back, innit? And yeah, bro, he was like, literally, he just woke up, saw me, he's like, Mace, I can't lie to you, I thought he was dead. You know what I mean? And I think, wait, it's not, I stayed awake for the main bit. Yeah. But I feel like for everyone, it's like,
you went forward in...
No, I stayed in, but I think my legs went forward, so I broke both my knees, my ankle, my hip, and I went to a coma. So like, yeah, these hit something, but by the grace of God, I was fine, innit? But I think when someone's waved, yeah, like now, no matter waved or not waved, I'm not sleeping in the car at all. Especially if I'm in the front, I'm not sleeping. Until we get home, I'm not sleeping because all it takes is literally a minute.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what it's
That's 1 second even.
I saw the picture before I met you though.
Okay.
I knew from
Yeah.
I saw the picture and then later I found that it was you that was in the car as well. Wow. That picture is insane.
No, it's nuts.
The car is done.
Car's finished. Car's finished. Now literally, that one, yeah, you see the time coming back home after that, yeah, I really had some time to just sit down and talk to God. Because literally every doctor said, I'm honest with you, like you wasn't wearing a seatbelt. We don't know how you're still here, innit? You know what I mean? And at first of that, bruv.
I've heard of stuff like that where they said like people have obviously flown out the window with it, but it's so mad they survived because they flew out the window.
The worst thing is the worst thing is you see when you got a girl in your passenger seat, yeah, and you know girls like to put their foot on the dashboard.
Wait, go back. Which is that
not me.
I'm doing in your car?
You know how
died, okay?
No, not me. I'm not.
We're all going this way.
No, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about like you know, for example, yeah, you see girls they're always snapping and they've got their foot on the dashboard.
I rarely see it, but
he's on close friends.
His algorithm.
He's in some raunchy close friends, you know.
His close friends.
I've seen the dashboard. I've seen the watch. I've never seen no one.
I've seen girls with their feet on the dashboard, yeah.
Okay, maybe like them Tumblr photos or something.
Yeah, get it.
Of course.
We're making it sound like saying you saw the close friends last week.
No. I'm talking about having your foot on the dashboard, but I'm saying if you put your foot on the dashboard and you crash, yeah, your legs get you're done. Your leg.
How you crashing it?
Yeah.
Bro, if you crash head on, your fam.
You're done.
Yeah,
You're going to fly like that.
It's peak. That's why they say you should never put your foot on the dashboard.
I mean, you should have done anything.
No one should be even trying on my one. So
Like that trend. That's why they said you shouldn't do that, innit?
I've never done that. So
Steph, let's get into your journey.
We are different though.
Let's get into your journey, love.
As I said, because before the pod started, you said I could say anyways. But yeah, I've been told many a times whenever your name comes up or your picture comes up.
God.
You know what I mean? Everyone always says, which is a good thing, I guess. But they always say, "Oh, her, I know her, but fam, she looks nice here, but she's not on stuff." So wow, and yeah, I've heard it more than once, more than twice, a lot of times, and I guess you have a reputation to be someone that is she just faces fronts. She focuses on her purpose.
I mind my business. I get my money, and that's how it's gonna be.
Yeah, so niggas
what does it take to get your attention then?
Listen attentively, guys.
Listen attentively. It's not. I don't know. Like I just. You got to be handsome, of course.
Nah, man. I mean, more than that, you know. I think it's money and. Yeah, you have to be sick on FIFA Pro and
NBA. Yeah. You do. You got to be a gamer. I mean, even that, like the gaming work, like you don't even have to be a gamer like that. But yeah, like the gamer dudes are so weird.
Oh, let's get into it.
I've never, and I would never do it. But go on.
I just want to start. So obviously, you are a big deal.
Come on.
Okay. My first question to you is, what started all of this? How did you get into this world? How
I like the term, like we've gone from car crashes to it's crazy, but
obviously you are a special guest in it. We want to kind of get to know what you do, blah blah. You've told us before, but how did you get into it? Like, what made you get into gaming?
I've been gaming since I was 4. There's always this stereotype where like women are brought into gaming and stuff like by their older brothers or uncles and that type of stuff.
Or their boyfriend or whatever.
Oh, whatever. Sneaky link.
That girl's watching.
Yeah, it was.
You might have spoken to a girl. She's like, I know this game. How you know that game?
Yeah,
there's women in gaming, but
she's the player with the ex and that. They want to play that game.
The game don't even slap no more now.
Slap, bro. I thought I was doing my thing. No, go.
So kill you, but yeah, I've been gaming since I was 4, and I'm the eldest, so I was the one that discovered it. And shout out to my mum, my biggest cheerleader and supporter.
Shout out mum, friend of the show.
Yes. She like buy me all the consoles and stuff. Yeah. It wasn't my dad. Like my dad would have this type of stigma, like, oh, it's too boyish. I mean, yeah, growing up, I've always been a tomboy, but he'd always think it's too boyish and stuff like that. Bearing in mind,
always a tomboy?
Wait,
that's true.
Let me land. Bearing in mind, he's the one that taught me how to play football. He taught me how to swim, all that type of stuff. And I was very athletic. But when it was gaming now, he said, oh, no, that type of stuff. But I don't look at it as like being a tomboy or whatnot. It's just, that's what you're kind of boxed at when you're younger. Yeah. So yeah, been gaming since I was 4. First game I ever played was Street Fighter 2. And played it on the SNES and just fell in love.
You've already answered my next question.
Oh, the Super Nintendo Entertainment System.
Okay. Oh, this quacky word. It's a SNES.
You've already answered my next question.
Sorry, yeah.
I was going to say, so did you suppress it for a little bit? Because I'm going to say, when we first
suppress what?
The gamer side, suppress it for a little bit.
No, it's just, I think because it's something that was like an everyday thing, but then obviously when I met you and stuff like that, like you've always been a gamer as well. You obviously played like retro games and you loved mobile games as well. Yeah. But then obviously Chris and all them, man, like...
He's a gamer.
He's a neek.
Heavy.
He's a neaky one.
He's come on, get me. Neaky one.
He's like a huge mobile gamer.
I play games heavy stuff.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, the whole suppression stuff, I think it was never suppressed. I think because people have this this kind of idea of like what a woman looks like in gaming, and I don't look like that, or I try not to.
100%.
I try not to.
You're expecting thick glasses.
Yeah, like
even it's like that, they're gonna be like cosplay. They're gonna cos up like characters.
I'm not even into cosplay like that as well. So. And don't get me wrong, shout out to them. Like, it's great if you're all about inclusivity and all that type of stuff. But I said to myself, if I'm going to professionally enter the gaming scene, I want to make sure I'm a baddie while I'm doing it. So
100%.
I don't want to ever lose what I do like doing, which is that I love fashion and beauty. I like looking good. I like, that type of stuff. And I kind of help erase that stigma as well, because when people see me, they're like, oh, you're a gamer. You know what I mean? But it's like, and you don't look like it, which is good. But at the same time, it also has its negatives, because the stereotypes. So
That's why the man them are confused.
sometimes you have to let them be
Is there a game
confused.
that like, this is my game, I can't lose on this?
If we're going like back in the day, Street Fighter, it'll probably be Street Fighter 2. Yeah. Definitely.
Okay, he's vexed. What? Can't beat me at that.
Maybe not the new ones, but I'm looking forward to Street Fighter 6. But if it's something that I would say, Street Fighter 2, because that was like the first game, I played, and like, that's home, and that's what exposed me to so many
The
different
idea
things.
is that you see them videos of people where the guy is playing games all day and the girls has a problem with it. If you had a man that
He shouldn't have a problem
spends
with it.
half of his day playing games, would you have an issue with that?
Shouldn't be, because that I'll be joining him. Like when
But
I
your thing's different though, because that's your work.
You're getting paid to play the game. He's
not getting
wasting
paid.
his life just there playing.
That's what he does half the day. Like half
But that's
the day.
it's a good hobby to have. Like I feel like women and just people in general, they shouldn't deter men playing games. Like that's their escape as well. Like they jump on and play with their boys online. I either join them or just leave them be. Just like when women are, watching reality shows or doing X, Y, and Z. Like, do you know what I mean? And I
I
guess
have
for me-
hope, dudes. There are women out there with sense.
and I think it's just because that's something I do. Like I'll be stuck in hours playing like my boys or playing with my girls, and that's just an everyday thing. But sometimes when I see these like reactionary videos or like these women like unplugging consoles, and it's like, come on, man. Like it's like, come on, like don't be stupid. You know what I mean? Like don't take away somebody's like pride and joy because of
What's your favorite game right now?
So, favourite game at the moment, I'm trying to complete God of War Ragnarok.
I'm on that as well.
So, very, very good game.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
He's a gamer. He's Ragnarok.
No, but calm down. I'm not a gamer.
You're still a gamer.
No. I have nothing against but I would say I'm not a hardcore
You're
gamer.
casual.
I'm a casual gamer.
That's fine.
got you.
All gamers.
I don't go ham still.
You like a
You
lot
know
of
what it
casual
is? I
stuff,
don't go
innit?
ham because my internet connection is crazy still.
Them ones.
Internet connection is mad.
Jumps on FaceTime.
Casual boy.
We was all talking. I'm explaining like my life and the things that I want to do. The chat that I had with you. And I'm hearing, after I finish, like I'm supposed to hear ideas, feedback. I'm hearing, hey, yo, shoot him. What one? Oh, no, Joe was playing GTA still.
I love GTA.
Me and HD were playing GTA still.
I don't
love
even think they
GTA.
noticed that I jumped off the call.
We noticed, but
I love GTA.
we was in the
man.
mission still.
Bro,
We're nice.
When I fight, because obviously I was making food at the time and I'm just telling them about the meeting and this and that, blah, blah, blah. And I looked at it and I noticed that none of them were looking at the phone. You're just facing it.
Yeah.
Where's my man? Let me get that.
He's probably doing a mission.
I'm like, right. Actually,
HD is so shit, man.
What, GTA?
gamer.
At GTA, bro.
Really? No, we need to jump
Bro.
online.
All that guy knows is FIFA.
I'm ready. Listen, HD is the worst, bro.
Well, I've got FIFA.
Yeah,
like,
he
coming
cost
up,
me. He
hopefully.
cost me big P's. HD has cost me big P's on GTA, you know.
Really?
And the worst
You
part,
should-
man,
you should come to our gang.
I'm ready.
He's not someone that is worth getting upset with.
Yeah.
He's going to be like, it's a game, man.
Oh, yeah, but
Nah,
He's-
bro,
he's lost you millions
He's
or
so bad,
something.
but he's learning, but he's bad, man.
good.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yeah.
So obviously you jumped on gaming from early, but you've now broken into a scene that's basically dominated by males, especially white males.
Right, man.
So can you kind of give us a look into the struggles as a black female in the gaming industry and what you've had to face and how you've overcome sort of, you know what I'm saying, the struggles and to get where you are basically.
I think, well,
If you
first,
can.
I think first and foremost, being a black woman, a black vocal woman in the space, we in this industry, we are hit way harder. I think if you look at the hierarchy of things, it's the white man, then there's the white woman, then there's probably people of color. So let's say
Chinese, Asian.
yeah, all of them. Then you have probably the black man, and then maybe stones, and then black women.
Oh my God.
It's we're heavily very, very undertreated, and it's hard. Like, I won't lie to you. There's been times where I've wanted to quit, but this was like way early into my career.
When they start paying you big bucks, it's harder to just quit like that, innit?
I saw her post the other day. I saw what she came in.
Well, you know what I mean? You can't quit now. You can't quit now.
You see the license plate?
Oh yeah, Steph.
Yeah, it was. I came and said,
She said.
We'll get to that. Before I got to that, like, bearing in mind, just to let you guys know, I didn't do this for the money. Okay?
Of course.
But
the money is good now.
It's sweet. But anyways, it's hard because for example, when it comes to launch titles, when it comes to campaigns, activations, being the face of a product launch, it's always white men or white women, or even stuff from the internal processes. So like the higher ups, the executives, when it's like a boardroom full of white men, of course they're not going to understand why we need more diversity or inclusion or more women or more people from the LGBT community or, you know, people from like underrepresented groups, because they all see the same POV and they're all happy with it. Yeah. So when you're trying to break into the scene and you're trying to basically break the mold down of a traditional model, it's hard. And especially when there's this like stigma of like, oh, when you're a Black woman and you're outspoken and you're vocal and you're unapologetic, you're looked at as trouble. It's you've probably seen it, and you know you've seen the journey over the last 8 years. Like, we will tweet, or like we will, you know, be vocal about things, or we'll stand up for people who, you know, who wanted to speak out but they couldn't because they just knew it was like a dead end. But I'd had to keep fighting barriers and stuff like that, and it can be very mentally draining because you feel like you're not making any changes or you're going anywhere. And this type of stuff, it doesn't happen overnight, but like the stuff that I have done has made waves. It's gone.
What kept you going when like you was facing hurdles? Say for example, like you would speak out about something, or just as a Black female in the industry, you get shut down. What would keep you going? Was it just strictly your love of gaming, or like did you have an end goal? Like, did you have a target that you wanted to reach before, like, do you get what I'm saying? Like you thought, cool, I'm not stopping until I get to this, or like, what was it that made you continue?
I think it was seeing what I've built growing. So like seeing people like yourselves at my events, because they weren't able to find a safe space where they can just be themselves and, you know, be unapologetic and like connect with their boys or their girls, and, you know, having people come to me and letting me like, Steph, what you're doing is like, you know, you've changed my life. Like, you've helped me, whether it's financially, you've helped me work with my dream brand, you've helped me get in the room of something I never thought I'd ever be in. And hearing those words and just hearing and seeing what I'm doing, it keeps me going. And obviously, yes, of course, God as well, because he's allowing me to see the fruits of my labor, and he's also allowing me to see, Steph, what you're doing has impacted so many people. And, you know, those are things and those are reasons why I keep going as hard as I can. Because for me, I'm all about building legacies, and I'm not going to be here I'm not going to be here forever, but I want to make sure that Naysaga lives on.
So sorry. No, it's not you. I heard something. I kept quiet. I saw you look there, so then I looked at it. It sounded like you were sleeping. That's why.
Sorry, it was my answer. I didn't know what my speech was.
Why'd you laugh, man? Keep on going. Sorry, man. I'm so sorry about that, man.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
So, like, with that being said, though, so obviously let's shed light on the first brand that actually gave you your opportunity in it. Because obviously, if you was hearing no's in the beginning, what brand has reached out to you and stuck with you? And would you say that is actually genuine in terms of supporting?
Let me go back. Okay, so there was. So obviously, when I started Naysaga, I actually started doing events before I even started doing content and production, consulting, all the other services that I do. So I would say PlayStation.
What's up?
Yeah. You trying to...
Are you an animal? Are you a bloody animal?
Please don't bring the camera over here.
Yeah, bring the camera over there. Is he mad?
Like he's not allowed to. Like
it was just funny the way it was just...
Someone who's done it. Animal, bro. I'm so sorry about that.
What's that mean where the guy is like...
Yeah.
She's talking about how hard it's been for her in the gaming industry, and you're there slopping on this stuff. How disrespectful.
Well, so you're gobbling this.
Animal. We do apologize. So sincerely.
It's okay.
Rubbish.
I would say it's PlayStation. Growing up and, PS2 being like my favorite console in the world, PlayStation being my favorite gaming brand in the world, they gave me my first opportunity to review a game that I was looking forward to. And we've had conversations before, but the fact that they didn't look at my numbers, they didn't look at how small my platform was at the time, they understood the vision and the journey and what we're trying to do in the space for other people. And they're one brand where I will stick beside them no matter what.
Shout out to PlayStation.
End of the show.
Fucking show.
I mean, one of the places also try for you, I swear.
No, but have you man actually gone back to like graphics of like PS2 and that?
Mental,
It's so nostalgic.
Okay.
Horrible.
This is the difference. For 3 years ago, my brother and my sister bought me an old PlayStation, innit, for my birthday, and brought me all the games that we grew up on.
Yeah.
I'm a gamer, innit?
Yeah.
I can't lie, I love it.
Yeah,
I love nostalgia.
I like the games that are whack, the graphics and that, the 2D something.
Okay.
With the
I
blocks.
miss it.
What's you man's earliest memories of games, innit? My earliest memories of games that I can remember that I actually enjoyed games, I would say it's Christmas time, sitting around, my whole family come, N64,
Yeah.
GoldenEye.
Yes.
What's that? The James Bond thing?
Yeah.
4 screens, golden gun, man, I'm looking for, man.
That's right.
And the pad is like this.
You did DS.
It's like bro.
Yeah.
That game, legendary, bro.
Cold.
Your kids won't know about that.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, that's so crazy because my earliest memories is having a pad that wasn't actually plugged in.
Yeah, bro.
Oh.
What pad is that?
My brothers were playing the game.
the cousin of
You
Bam.
think I'm playing? I'm like, yeah, that's you. They're playing the game, and I think I'm playing. I'm like, yeah. I remember, like,
They did it all the
what was my
time.
character though?
I hear it.
Yeah, but other than that, Bomberman.
Ooh.
Bomberman.
Yeah,
My
Bomberman is
game.
I love Bomberman.
You guys wouldn't know Bomberman.
I don't know. I'm a Scooby.
Then when you set the bomb, you walk away from it, it blows up the blocks, you get like, it's
like a 4-player game.
No, it's probably, if I see it, like, oh, that shit game. Yeah, cool.
That shit game, why? That's a classic game,
Have you
bro.
guys seen Charlie play 2K though?
Bro, listen, was there
He's bad, isn't it?
No, it's actually it's actually decent. It's actually moving.
I just feel like it's
going to be your next forever. I swear to you.
It's actually
not a gamer, bro.
I'm not, listen, I don't own a console, so I'm not a gamer.
Yeah, I know.
However, I can play though.
No, he's an underdog. He's an underdog.
He plays NBA like FIFA though, innit? Like, he just...
Bro, you look like NBA and FIFA, stupid boy. Yeah, man.
Speaking, like I said earlier, speaking of FIFA, I do have a FIFA event coming up, so it would be great to have you guys.
No, obviously we played in it, and we got...
Yeah, you man will finish.
No, but listen, obviously my internet connection's crazy.
Go as HoilBoys. Go represent HoilBoys on this.
Yeah,
because Charlie-
Bro, listen, I'll play another game, bro. You know what I mean?
You got FIFA players here. You got me,
Yeah.
who else?
That's it.
Damn.
You know what else?
I was hoping you were
Jacob's gonna lose it.
Harold plays FIFA, yeah, but...
Harold.
What's he like? Shout out to Harold.
Howard is a run down the wing.
There's
and
only
just,
two things I know that Harold plays with, and he plays with them well. I don't know if you allow me to say it. So
yeah, let's
I'm gonna live as that. But Harold, keep on playing, boy.
The 2 H's.
Harold,
You're ridiculous.
But I'm not. I think my last memories. One was on the PC. My cousin from Nigeria used to play some pro game.
Okay.
For one, but then the one that I could actually play myself, that I actually enjoyed. But one was Street Fighter on Sega.
Oh, okay.
And then Lara Croft Tomb Raider.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That game was
though.
That game used to piss me off, bro.
Yeah,
But I was
I got stuck on that game. I never completed that game.
Do you know what it is? Because back then there was no internet to check where you needed to go.
Bro,
Just running around for time.
Bro, I was in a fucking maze, bro, yeah. And then every time I used to drop in the water, bro, I just drown, bro. It pissed me off,
But they
bro.
were big, bro. You see PlayStation 1, they were big, bro. Crash Bandicoot.
Oh
my
God.
That's my game.
Brother. And then I think, was it on PS2? I think Vice City and...
That's my favorite game.
What's that one? Midnight
Vice City.
Midnight Club.
That club was cold.
Crazy.
Hard game.
That was crazy.
See, you don't know, bro. You know it's Fortnite, bro. Building steps, bro.
Shout out to everyone.
You don't know.
No one girl that's underrated though. One girl's underrated. I think it was the first one. It was Def Jam 5.
Oh, Def Jam
Brother, could they do that today? Because I don't know what rappers I would care to see on it.
I want to see 21 Savage on that.
I think it's the licensing. They will beat the hell out of the 21 Savage, you know.
The license.
21 Savage pull out the Draco, bro.
I would like to see Drake versus Pusha T though.
Drake will lose that fight.
He will definitely lose that fight, like he lost in the game. Yeah.
They should make certain rappers have a special move of bringing out a WAP. I swear, like NBA Youngboy, the 21 Savage, a special move, just bring out a WAP. They start shooting, man.
The guy they're rapping about, just bring it out. Listen, don't even get me started because I've been watching some documentary on King Von, yeah.
What's it? I don't want to watch that, man.
I don't want to get into that because I'm still on Steph, yeah. But fam, this documentary on King Von, yeah.
Bro.
Guys, it's serious.
It's nuts, isn't it? Yeah.
Crazy. But yeah, I just want to ask you.
Yes.
You got a show. You started a show.
Yeah.
Talk to us about it, man.
Come on, shows it. Tell us.
So, expanding Nate Saga, and I've always looked at Nate Saga as an empire and a household name where we do different things. Mm-hmm. And I've always wanted to expand beyond gaming because even though I love gaming, I love sports, tech, fashion, TV, film, all that good stuff. So we created another division called Nate Saga Productions, and I was able to create and produce Europe's first female-led NBA and women's NBA.
Say that again. Say that again.
The first clap.
I need you to say that again.
There's a lot of firsts.
Yeah, there's a lot of firsts. Say that again.
So it's Europe's first female-led NBA, women's NBA show and podcast.
Come on.
So it's 5 incredible women who are experts in basketball. Some of them even play professionally, and every week they, talk all things NBA, women's NBA, and also play NBA 2K.
That's it.
And shout out to NBA 2K. They were able to, support and sponsor the first season of the show, and we're really excited because this is the first of its kind, and we wanted to really celebrate the culture and of basketball, but as also women's basketball, men's basketball, and the culture and community of it. So hence why it's called More Than Ball. So after that, you talk about More Than Ball stuff. So yeah.
You must be very proud of yourself. You know what I mean? You must be.
If you ain't, I am.
Yeah, really.
In terms of from the group chat to actually seeing the events to where it's at now.
Not easy, bro.
Thank
insane.
you.
But as well as being proud of yourself, how do you do or how do you feel having so much responsibility and pressure? And obviously, as you said, it's the hardest for Black women in the space that you're in. So it sounds like there's even more pressure. Because if anybody should fuck up, it definitely should not be you.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So how do you feel carrying that load as well and still trying to do and be your best?
Well, I always want to say to myself, I'm not perfect and I am human. I know it looks like I have everything together, but I still have my moments where it's just like, oh, whoa, and I need to remember that I can't be perfect. It's a lot of pressure because there's a lot of people that look up to me, even though I'm not trying to say I'm a role model, but I guess that's what comes with the territory of whatever. So, responsibilities are, housing a community and audience that look to you for advice, space, opportunities, life-changing moments, financial aid. And I think, I do love it. I love the pressure of it. But at the same time, I have to always try and switch off. So this year in particular, and maybe over the last 6 months, I have been trying to focus on switching off, because if I don't switch off, I'm going to burn out. It's going to get too overbearing for me. So I try to make sure I have my own me time. And I always just try to make sure that whenever brands approach me and all that type of stuff, I'm like, look, listen, Nate Saga is a separate thing. You're dealing with Stephanie here, and this is what it is. So I think it's really important to put yourself first, because for a long time I wasn't, because I was so focused on getting the brand out there, and especially, again, being a Black woman, you aren't given stuff on a silver plate, and you have to work. I don't like the notion of working 10 times harder, because now I work a lot more smarter, but you still have to work very, very hard to be seen, be visible. And I don't look at anyone as competition, but when you're in a space where they already set the standard and you aren't the standard, or you aren't what they kind of meet. You're going to have to make your own standards. You have to kind of open those own doors and stuff. So, yeah.
So with that, what's been your proudest moment? Because for me, looking at the outskirts, when I saw the EE thing, I was like, yo, crazy.
That was
your
insane.
Proudest moment?
Yeah, before you get, what is the EE thing?
So it was last year, I believe.
Yeah.
And EE, I was basically, so basically there's this thing called the BAFTA Game Awards. So you obviously have the BAFTA Awards, then there's the BAFTA Games Awards, and every year they do it, and it's a ceremony and award show where games get nominated and they win. And I was honoured to be one of the jurors. So I actually judged one of the categories, which was EE Game of the Year, and I worked with EE after I was on their campaign. So I actually consulted with EE, and they were basically promoting 5G, X, Y, and Z, and they needed like a voice over girl and like as talent, and they chose me to do it, and I was able to consult and basically create a cartoon character that was me.
I showed it to you.
Yeah.
When I heard your voice, I was like, what?
So that was really, really cool, and the fact that I had input in it, because I wanted young children and young people to know, like, hey, there's a black girl that's behind this and everything.
Yeah.
So then following on from that, EE asked me to be a juror, and they also asked me to present that same award in that category.
Come on.
So went onto the stage, and obviously when you're like doing awards or whatever, there's like a teleprompter, and you have to obviously read what was, So I went off script before I went into it, and I said what I said before I went into the script, I said, can I just say it's an honor to be here with so many black and people of color in the space, and this is why I'm here. I can't remember the word. But I made sure I said what I said, because it's something where it's going to stick to people, and even if I don't get this opportunity again, let me say what I need to say now, because in that kind of space 2-3 years ago, I was just a +1. So coming on there last year to be, do you know what I mean? And especially when there was more people that looked like me there. So
when I saw it, I'm like, brother.
Thank you.
I say, man, I was proud of you for
Thank you. But I think proudest moment, I think it was just last month winning an award. I think that was I think that was it.
I say, make sure we see that picture.
What is your line rental free then?
Wait, what line?
I was saying.
Wait, so
I was
let me see your phone.
He's still charging you for your contract.
Let me see your phone.
Okay, we're gonna blood. We're gonna cut it with that then.
I need to see, because I just did something with EE like last month, so I need to see if it's over with. I'm with EE for now.
Okay, got you. Moving on. Dudes.
So obviously, just before we wrap up, I just want to ask, what's next? Like, what's the end goal? Like, where do you want this to go?
I want this to go, obviously we have an audience globally, so we have a US audience and stuff like that. So I want to have a ground there. I want
big fish.
Come on, trying. I want to have my own HQ. So hopefully in the next 1 or 2 years. Amen. I just want this to be bigger than ever. I want to basically take Nay Saga into different verticals. So really excel in sports, TV and film, which we're already doing, fashion, music, lifestyle, and be able to just continue helping people. Because again, I'm not going to be here forever. And if I can spark some sort of knowledge, or, you know, connect the dots with something, or, you know, be able to just impact people's lives, that's what I care about. And in doing so, that's being able to provide opportunities. So I want to be able to, for example, we have a bunch of shows that are coming out. So really kind of like amplify the Nay Saga productions. If I'm going to cut it short, like World Domination, I want Nay Saga to be in everybody's faces and literally out loud and be everywhere.
I see it for you. The NBA thing you done was in Paris, right? Was it in Paris?
Yeah, so being out there was...
there.
Already there, it's just, you know, now it's just the really solidify where I'm at, and obviously invest back home as well. Like do some stuff out there.
Be careful. As you said, dirty business.
I know dirty business.
Dirty business. This is
hard.
no dirty business is good business.
I know.
So big brick by brick, I'm sure your empire will go worldwide.
Sometimes a day you just have to tap in. You know, you might.
Yeah, that's true.
You might get a bit tempted, but yeah.
Highlight of the week. Highlight of the week. Do you know what highlight of the week is?
So basically,
Okay.
So,
is it like a dilemma?
No. It's anything good, bad, indifferent that you have felt that has been significant enough in the past week that you've come across, you've experienced, you've witnessed, whatever that you want to shed some light on. That's your whole of the week. It could be anything. It could be Arsenal losing today. It could be.
Don't even.
Yeah,
look at it.
sorry. Yeah, sorry. But yeah, it could be anything. You know what I mean? Could be yourself, but yeah, we'll start from.
We started. I was first mental health.
Oh yeah, sure.
So we'll go this way.
Look at this whole boy.
No, because I was still thinking of putting man together. You know what I'm saying?
Say the God Dubs.
My highlight of the week this week is I got 2.
Okay.
Come on.
I'm gonna give it to Steph.
Come on.
Just for being a pioneer in this thing.
Come on, Hoil.
Not often that we have someone black like doing what you're doing.
And a black woman is mad.
As a black woman.
Thank you.
Especially in the industry you're in as well. Like obviously we always have music. You get what I'm saying? Film is obviously very popular, but gaming as well, like even things like Kai Cenat and how big he is now. Just in
yeah.
But it's still not really gaming, do you get what I'm saying? When it comes to gaming, it's mainly white people, innit? So to see someone black, especially in the UK, someone that we can reach and that holds events for people like us that we can go to and stuff like that. Like I have to kudos to you, man, for doing
it's very much ground level as well. Like
literally
we can reach still.
And as much as big as you are, like you're very like you're still humble, like man can still holler you for advice. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
For now, be careful. You might shout out in the next that you do get the fucking way.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, even just showing up here, like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, coming and showing us love, like,
thank you.
I have to appreciate it, man. So yeah, Holy Week, it's you, and also myself.
Get away from me.
I'm a 10 this week. You know why?
Yeah, no, I hear it. No, and I fully get it. You know what I'm saying? It's a obviously he said he will tell you, man. Off cam, but in terms of that, it's just like I love to see that for the people around me. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like that next step it's a big step, but at the same time, it's like I respect it. You know what I'm saying? So So I hear it, man.
No, sick.
It's me still.
Can't lie to you. Man's mind is blank. There's no Hoil right now.
So that's how he was talking.
No.
Oh my gosh.
No, you know, because he even stole one of mine. I was definitely gonna say yes. Fuck, damn. Okay, so Stephanie, damn, I can't say that. Okay, what's for the last week? Okay, fine. So much for the Hoil. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna give it to Keys the Prince. Keys the Prince, friend of mine. You know, it's I remember like a couple months back, he was asking me about TikTok, you know, and whatever, any tips for that I had for him. I said, bro, you just got to be relentless, be consistent. And he's been doing exactly that. He's gone up to like
shout out to Keys.
21K or so followers. And he's got a very refreshing song about to drop that he previewed on TikTok. He used the cultural Yoruba live drums.
I saw it, that's
cool.
And
I'm like, you know, I said, nah, man, I love that, man. That's something new, that's something different, you know, especially in a time where there's a lot of fast food and just BS out there, you know what I mean? That's just something refreshing, man. So big up you, and I see he's even done a video for it. So yeah, man, big up my guy, Keys the Prince, you know, and as he said, an up is a party and the yansh looks better in a yagi. Hallelujah. So yeah, make sure when that comes, I go and stream and shout Keys the Prince. Yeah, that's my word of the week. You get me?
Fantastic. Oh yeah, shit, it's me. Okay, so
you know.
Okay, can I do 2?
I can do 3 for once.
Okay, cool.
You are the guest.
Thank you. So first and foremost, you guys.
You're fat to kind of stop it.
No, but honestly, thank you so much. No, thank you guys for providing a space, a safe space for me to come, you know, get my shit off and just vibe.
Pleasure.
Obviously, I know you guys off cam, and it's been great to see what you guys have built individually what you guys have been doing as well, and just seeing the journey. Just because I'm busy doesn't mean I'm not keeping an eye on what you guys are doing. And yeah, no, thank you so much for like having me and giving me my flowers. I don't get to sit back and just analyze stuff like in terms of like what I'm doing, but it's really nice to just hear like people just, you know, giving me my flowers and stuff like that. So I really appreciate you guys.
You deserve.
Thank you. And I guess the second thing, probably a shout out to, there's quite a lot in it. Shit. I'm gonna just shout out to me. We're doing about self-love.
Yeah, man. Why not, man?
You know, I guess what I've been able to build, like I've been able to help back home. Literally, I went home to Nigeria last week. I've been there for 10 days, and what I thought I was going to go out there for, I did more. I was able to get my cousin her first shop. You know, she's into fashion and stuff.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and you know, I was just like, you know what, all it needs is somebody to just give them a chance. And if I can do that, then you know, here's to many more. So yeah, shout out to me. shout out
to you for real. That's big.
You for real. Yeah,
it's real big. My whole of the week, I mentioned it before, I'll say it again, is Mace over here.
Oh, seriously, I'll stop.
No, for real. The reason I'm going to say it is obviously there's something I asked Mace to do for me, and it's a thing where, it's been since last year, innit?
Yeah, I think so.
Since last year, and obviously the fact that you was obviously chasing it up and obviously made sure it happened. I felt like at one point you said, you know what, I'm going to make sure this happens. And for me, it was like, because of everything that was going on, I put myself on pause and like, okay, cool, when this happens, and had that conversation, and it sparked something new within myself in it, and I feel like that wouldn't have happened if you didn't carry it on your back for a second.
I love it.
So sometimes you might feel like you're not getting certain support or whatever, and it comes from what could be the most unlikely places or whatever, but even at a point where I said, you know what, it is what it is. You didn't feel like that. And you made it happen. And a lot of the times I say, when I have conversations with people about stuff, the reason why I like talking about my ideas is because I get new ideas, because it's like, the ideas I get would have been advice I would have given to someone if they told me the idea. So even from that conversation where I was even sharing so much, is because a lot of those ideas I was getting on the spot. And it was just like, when then they shared some stuff that is like, it solves the main issue I was having. You know what I'm saying? So it's put me in a position to, like I said, and I said it before I even had the meeting, God's literally laid everything out for me. It's just left for me to do. And that's reaffirmed it, where it's like, it was literally just for me to do it. So I went home, I budgeted up everything. I've got the list of people that I'm going to contact and stuff like that. And that came from you carrying it on your back, innit? So appreciate you. Thank you for that. And my whole of the week, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I feel honoured and humbled. Thank you so much.
That's so cool.
Ultimately, we thank God, boy.
Yeah, for real.
Really, for me, at a point in time, I was like, I said this. But I like to work on something called integrity.
Yes.
Because not a lot of people have that.
Yeah, especially in my industry, boy. But
it's something where a point in time, he wasn't really on me no more, but I'm like, oh shit, I haven't done this thing for him. Let me at least, if it doesn't happen, let me at least try.
Yeah.
Let me know that in my heart of hearts, I've tried my best in it. I mean, I'm just thankful that God can use me to assist you. And if you're where you're at now, that's productive and progressive for you, then hey, big up you. I mean, thank God, you know. But yeah, no, man, thank you, man. Cheers to that, man.
Love, man, always.
Yeah.
That's that, man.
Yeah.
HoilBoys, episode 65.
Yeah.
Hoil.
See you on the sake. Sorry, Hoil. Let's talk about business. Sorry,
Thank you for having me.
Like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe to us, yeah? Please, we need subscribers, bro. Share the videos, man.
I'm full of the saga. You get me?
Just